Hey guys, welcome to the Bonanza Shack. Good evening. How are you? How you doing? Benzo here. Getting ready for a good show tonight. Hope everybody has some time to come in, chill out. Hope everybody's got their thing going on. I had hot dogs today. It was pretty awesome. I'll go ahead and cut that off so it ain't buzzing. So hope everybody's doing good, having a good week. I'm ready to see some gold. I had a wild adventure. I had a rock adventure, and I got some footage, and I've been trying to get things together. But let's say hey to you guys. What's going on? Who's in here? Was it Joey Brown was first? Old Mountain Marine, and Just Be Cool. First, there it is. Cool. There's Guido. He said, howdy, y'all. What's going on, Guido? You good, man? Awesome. Joey Brown. James Culver, welcome. Welcome. How you doing, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. We just hang out here in Bonanza Shack. Have you seen what's going on with the price of gold and silver? Gold kind of did a little dip. You see right down there, I got a scroll going across the bottom. We got 19 even on gold. But the big news is that silver spiked up over 25. I left last week's numbers there so you can see how much it really did drop. I didn't put a percentage or something beside it. But from 1969 down to 19 even. That's a substantial drop. We haven't seen anything like that lately. And gold over 25, that's news. That's big news. There's JP Longs and more. What's happening? Yeah, he wasn't first last week, but he's back in the groove. What's up, JP? We got Lee Hendricks. Good evening to you, sir. How you doing? 406 Miner. Good to see you, man. So you saw, I don't know if you saw on Monday, I said we know what's coming tonight, and it's going to be a good pan. I've seen a couple people pan it. I'm like, well, that looks fun. There's Wrench Repairs and Prospecting. What's going on, man? Hope you're well. So I went out and got me one. Where is it? It's sitting back here, ain't it? Yep. I'm going to use that purple pan tonight. Boom. One of these gold nugget mans. What's that going to be? I don't know. I tell you what, it doesn't rattle. But before we get into that, there was some other stuff that came with that. We'll take a look at that because it was a pretty nice setup he sent. Pretty nice setup. But before that mail call this week, I got a package. And this isn't a win. I bought this on an auction over on Rufotris, his channel. He does rock auctions and lapidary stuff and things like that. Oh yeah, I can't wait to see what I got in either. But I got this package here. I bought something on one of his auctions because I saw it and I'm like, well, that looks fun. And I got it right here. We did the transaction. He sent it in. I got it here. We're opening it up. And it's it looked like a partially rough slab. Well, he does a very good job of wrapping. There's bubble wrap inside of a bubble pack, inside of foam paper, inside of paper towel. Covered. But he called this root beer calcite. I'm going to take this. It was $10. I'll take the sticker off just so we can see it. It's a $10 sticker. Take that off of there. And here we go. Called root beer calcite. And I know it looks pretty plain like that. And it's the end cut. So it's got some thickness to it. So it'll be strong enough to do something with. I think a mosquito got in here. But mine just bleaches out when I use the light. But it is slightly UV reactive. It's calcite. But I was trying to illustrate the banding more than anything. There you go. It's called root beer calcite. And it kind of looks like, a glass of root beer there, don't it? So that's what that's about. So I thought that was fun. I like different specimens and things. I got this one. I got a piece of that bacon calcite recently. That was pretty cool. This can do. Said, let's go. Yeah. Root beer calcite. Never seen it before. Got me a piece now. So cool, so cool. There's Old Mountain Marines. What's going on, man? Old Mountain Marine and metals. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But a minute ago, it just come up a storm. I thought I was gonna skirt by, and it just like it circled back and it come at me. And I was walking out, and it's sunset, and it cloud opened up, and it was all peach and pink over there, and over here was kind of a rainbow. I took a picture. I don't know if it'll come through, but it's kind of a red bow. You ever heard of a red bow? It's at sunset. It's a rainbow in the sky, but it don't have the colors. And there's the silver. You can get a moon bow off the moon that's silver. And it's kind of a red bow a little bit. I've seen, three. I was almost got a picture of one time. But, yeah, it's like right at sunset when the storm goes through, a rainbow up here, but there's only the red color. It's pretty wild. But yeah, it's pretty rare. Almost got one in the backyard tonight. But yeah, it was a rainbow, but you can only see a streak. You couldn't really see no colors. It was strange. Yeah, I think so. I think I'll make a few nice cabs. I think there's 4 in there at least. Depends on how I cut it up. But yeah, it's got to be at least 2 cuts on each piece because it's kind of thick in places. So I'm gonna have to get me a little diamond bandsaw, so I can start getting the initial cuts on these things and get them ready to polish. And because it's adding up, guys. There's a lot of stuff over there adding up quick. Yeah, Skittles, man. But yeah, you see my short this week. Come across a timber rattler. I guess everybody's identified it as a timber rattler out in the field. I didn't approach it too close. I just let it be, really. And I looked at it. I couldn't tell if it had already been like hit by a vehicle or what because it wasn't trying to move. And I was like, well, I'm just going to go on down the road. It was gone later, so yeah, I guess he just went on. I can't wait to get into that jar. I guess that's what we're going to be doing pretty directly. Because there ain't a whole lot else to talk about. I don't know what happened in the world for gold and silver to swip and swap, but there's all kinds of things happening. There's a lot of moving parts. It ain't really for us to know unless we study it all the time. Oh, wow. That's 95 in North Carolina. Huh. Yeah, that's down on the flatlands down there. Grasshopper Cruise, what's going on? How you doing? We're getting ready to look at some gold. That's what's happening. Because I got this jar. But let me tell you about what was in the package. Okay. We got here. In the package I got, in this black envelope here, you get this nice card. Has a lot of things, and it has my order details and everything on the back there, on my personal detail, plus a receipt here that's legit, plus a business card. That's let's take a look there. You can see his number. There it is. Go Nugget, man. There's the number, and also another card, a friendly suggestion for your enjoyment. I guess slight instructions of what to do, and I don't know. I wouldn't bother reading them. And also some bonuses. There was a package with a bubble and a vial. And I was like, nice touch. Nice touch. And on top of that, something I needed. Something I really needed. I used to carry one of these around, and I've had a couple probably over the past 20-some years. And they get dirty eventually and don't work or whatever, but it's a pocket magnifier. And I'll tell you what, I can start fires with them pretty quick, and they work really well. And you can magnify with it as well, just looking at things. Like if you lost your readers, like if you're over 40 something and you need readers, you can pull this thing out, and bam, just scan across, and you got it covered. It's a great little handy thing to have. It can do multiple things. Multiple things. Especially something that can start a fire, even if it's wet. It makes it better if it's wet. So, those things are really cool. There's some little bonuses in there. What's going on? I see Lean Hendrix. Where's that jar? All right, let's see, get a scale. Let's see how much this thing weighs. Hmm. 8 ounces, 8.7 ounces. Little half pounder, I suppose. See if it'll turn off or keep the scale up there. Dusty. But I don't know how difficult these are. You see people paying them and they classify different things like that. I was just going to do a dump and run on this thing and see how it goes. Whoo. Dang. Arrowhead campground, huh? Going out to old Arrowhead for a couple of days. It's going to be nasty, I think. Have fun. I might be out there one day this weekend. But, you know, Arrowhead's still a good little way from where I'll be. I've stayed out there. Before I was 20, I mean, I was out there so much. And there's a little bit out in my adulthood, I've been out there a little bit, but not as much. We used to go out there and camp all the time. Heck, I think I'm old enough to remember when there was just one circle. And I don't even think an Arrowhead was a campground yet. No, that wasn't even a thing. It was just one circle campground. And then they added the second one in a bathhouse. And then we had it made. We got a bathhouse. Oh, it's the Abyss. What is it? What is it? It's water. Look at that. Dang. We're going to pull out the safety pan. Get all the goods together. Pick us out everything wet. Pick us out a pan to pour it into before we just go crazy and dump it all out at once. Pick us out a snuffer bottle. I got a Pro Line here. We use that. Don't seem like it's the best snuffer bottle in the world, does it? It's kind of sucking air a little bit, ain't it? Yeah, that stinks. Heck, there might be gold in that pan to start with. What's going on here? Black sand. Let's just pour that over here all the way. Whatever it is, put it in that pan. So we know this one's starting fresh and clean. There's nothing in it. There we go. I'm going to pour it in. Now we got it wet. Whatever. And we are stuffed to the top. Check it out. Huh. Some odd looking material. You see that? Looks very coarse. Looks like it's been screened down to like 1/8 inch maybe, but that looks like it's going to be super easy from a glance. I don't know. Is it going to be super easy? I don't know. See Scott Sharp. What's going on, Scott? There's that brew crew. So I don't know. I'm gonna pull this purple pan out and maybe just pan with what I got right here. Air conditioner cut off. Maybe you can hear me now. How dirty is this? Not very. And I'm not sure if those organics came from the bag or from me. This tub, I mean. Can't really shake no dirt out of it. Boy, this stuff is. It about just wants to wash out the pan. So like on the sides. But you know, if it's got a lot of fine gold in it, I'll be losing some. That's why I got me a safety pan. Because this big stuff right here, it'll drag that gold right out the pan with it. Blow it up. Now you can see it. Check this out. A little bit at a time here. It's going really fast. I need to slow down. It's just still the same material. I mean, you think it's running out, but it's still just still the same size material. Is it going to get down to some black sand? I don't know. It's my first time pan. It's going pretty quick. Dang. You hear? I can hear the growlers in there. Saying there's some pickers in there. I can hear them when I shake it now. What's that? Just letting it feather on out. You can hear it. Almost there. Still got some bleeding out. Where's it at? Oh, did y'all see that? Oh, it slid down. Find this little bit of black sand in there. I think this is too big to snuff. Let's get a drop test on this thing. Drop test. Yep, there we go. It's looking good. Well, there's a whole pile of pickers, ain't it? Sure enough, I'm gonna have to pick these out. They're not snuffable, I don't believe. Will not snuff. There's two brothers. PA prospecting. Joe Ho. Ooh, that sounds good too. Let's go and just pick these pickers out of here because they ain't gonna snuff. So that's what pickers do. They pick. There we go. There's a bunch of them. Now we got some snuffable gold here. We're going to snuff it. We're going to pan it again because I see more gold. We're going to tap it again. It's all going left. There's that big piece down here that rolled down. Let's see what. Oh, yeah. I heard that. All right. We'll do a little back pan. You get some of these lights out. All right. We'll stop. We'll see. Tap, tap, tap. We got some flaky gold coming out. Oh, yeah. Get out of the way. I don't know what those white bits are. They'll kind of group together there. Huh. I don't know what that is. And it flitters around too easy. Thought maybe it was mercury gold. I don't know what it is. Micropyrites. Oh, I got something in my pan. Time to get the sandpaper out and get these chips out of my pans. You get chips and scratches in your pan sometime, and you got to recondition the bottom. It gets aggravating. You have grooves and scratches. It happens. There is a little bit of light gold in this, just a little bit. But there's just two left. I see two. One. Oh, maybe more than two. That's three. Four. Ah, gotcha. Well, that was fun. You know, there was a good amount of gold in there. There was a good amount of picking gold. Pick it. Now, those bottles are high end, though. That's why I was like, ooh, that's an expensive bottle. But some people get really good bottles out of it. Some people maybe don't. I don't know. Nice. Pour some of this out. We'll wick some of it out. We'll put the torch on it. Dry her out real quick. Bring it back, bring it back. There you go. You can see me. What's going on? Don't want to get too hot. Make little steam pockets explode. And the gold will go flying. Bing! Fly across the room. It's so easy to lose your gold. It just jumps and flies away and bounces and everything. Even though I haven't been messing with my gold in the house, I was thinking about panning out my vacuum bag anyway, just see if there's any old gold I still cover, because I find gold every time I sweep out here or do anything like that. Sweep off this desk, it's like, that's a fun pan. Holy smokes, like, where's it come from? Shake out the bag, the pack. Always find gold in the pack. Oh yeah, it's looking good. We'll put that under the microscope too. We'll take a look at it there. I don't think there's going to be that much black sand to pull out of this. I did a decent job because there's not much fine gold. And there wasn't much black sand. Fairly simple. Not like my next batch. Mine I got set up over there. And that magnetite just jumped away. Just a little bit of it just jumped out. Fun. Oh, it's more difficult than usual. That's for sure. I made one that was going to be a little bit more of a challenge for people. And it's up there. Probably I'd say about an 8. About an 8 on difficulty. So I always mix it up. Always changing, what bags, what's in the bags. Let's see what I get. Yeesh. Guess I should have bought them sooner. 1.22. There's some nice bigger pieces of gold in there, though. There we go. There it is. Check that out. It's a little crystally and nuggety. I can see some inclusions. It's a little pellet over there. It's the one that rolled down on me. Some nice quartz in there. Some nice bigger pieces. Yeah. Cool. So what do you want me to say about that? There's gold in them things. There's gold in them things. We're going on that page. There we go. Well, that was kind of fun. And it definitely wasn't like what I saw other people pan out. But hey, it was still pretty good, and ain't too bad. And there's been a few times I've seen people pan stuff out and do a certain way, and then you get products, and it's like a little, like 15-20% difference maybe, or you know. But hey, look at that chunky gold though. Looks pretty good. Super easy. I give it like a anybody. That was the easiest thing ever. Chef V prospecting. What's going on, man? Oh, Brewers modding it up. What's up, Chris Roberts? I missed you there. I have my back turned. Going back up, see what's going on. Who I miss? Two brothers. Can do. There's Park Rat Pat. He's in the house. What's going on, man? Doing good? Kyle King. Can see the hip big explorer. Heck yeah, I'm showing that gold. Great to see everybody in here tonight, just chilling out. Well, Bonanza Shack, that was fast. 30 minutes. I need to slow down. It's all over. What do you want to do now? I'll tell you what. I got some. I guess I got to make bricks. Dylan needs a brick on his shelf back there, don't he? I think so. So I was going to make bricks. Just make him one, I suppose. But, you know, he wouldn't leave it back there. He'd probably pan it eventually. That's funny. Yeah, a little bit of fine gold. Not much fine gold. All flaky stuff. Yeah. Don't know if you hear about bonus gold or if things just started out way better when they started. But you hear some cool stories and you see people pan some amazing pans. But if you want an easy one, there's an easy one. Got Brad in the house. What's going on? There's Pat's channel. You got to check it out. He's putting out all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that one. That's the one that rolled down my pan. He got out there. Grasshopper Cruise. Oh, man. So I didn't set up no games for tonight, but we could always play games. I got the banner there for the gold and silver, which I thought it was big news that gold fell so much so quick. And that made that bag even worse. Damn. And silver. What's up with silver? It's going through the roof. So is it going to stay? Is it going to go higher? Is it going to go lower? We never know. I think silver is undervalued. Like a lot of people say it's undervalued and speculated that it's going to be worth more later because of all the applications. And unlike gold, it's usually destroyed. Gold can almost always be recovered, but silver can't. It reacts with the environment, and it can't always be recovered like silver, like gold can. So that's why, they say it's more of a finite resource than gold is in the long run. But yeah, people speculate all these crazy things about silver. It's got a cool history if you look back. People trying to corner the market and stuff, and it doing crazy things and jumping here. I think it was even like $50 at one time. It just bounces all around. It's a more volatile market, it seems. But, the biggest silver producer in the world for the past 400 years is Mexico. I don't know if anybody's ever surpassed them. But we make a lot here in the United States, though. That's for sure. Just following that ridge up, that mountain line up in Nevada. Places like that, there's so much silver. but it's usually not visible silver. It's usually chemical extraction. Some of those places, all that extraction, work, money, and everything, silver just breaks them even on the silver, and they're producing bars and bars and bars and bars of silver, but it's break even. The only profit they get is that 1.5% of their load that's gold, but that adds up pretty quick. And that's a pretty good profit. If you can break even on the silver, everything else is just gravy. And that'd be a good setup if all the gold was just gravy. Wow, 3-something grams. Whoa. Yeah, the ones I've seen have all been over 1.5 grams by quite a bit. I think I even see a 1.8, and you're saying you had a 3. I don't know if that was a bonus or what, but maybe I got less gold because I got chunkies. I don't know. Maybe they vary. Maybe this was made up when the gold was spiked, and now the gold dropped a little bit. I don't know, but yeah, that is the least amount I've seen come out of one of these jars. That's true. That is true. Chef, that is the goldnuggetman.com premium select custom high grade pay dirt. The gold's good. The pay dirt is not custom high grade pay dirt. You want some custom? I got some custom high grade pay dirt right over there, and I'll tell you what, you ain't gonna pan it out in 3 minutes. I guarantee. This root beer calcite, that's pretty wicked. Now, it's got some pretty neat lines in there, too. And I don't have a regular flashlight out here to beam it up. But, yeah, looks like a head of root beer, don't it? All right, it's up to y'all. I appreciate all you guys. Oh, check it out. I was wearing a hat. Hey, let's go with it, right? What you want to do now? We got more gold we could pan out, maybe. I got that little sample bag of those non-search crevice cons. We were supposed to do that a while back, but I got away from it. I just never did it. So we can pan that out. Next week's going to be the members draw over here. He says more gold. Yeah. Yeah. Look. Boom. I just increased the amount of gold you got by 75% real quick. Get it all in there. A little round BB, man. That's pretty slick, ain't it? Now, I missed the old microscope. Sorry about this. Let's get a closer look at that big boy. I want to see that quartz on it. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Some really cool crystally gold. This does look like, Arizona gold to me. I think that's what it is. Maybe I don't know. Where'd it come from? Yeah, I think so. Arizona or Nevada or something. I don't have the package anymore. It was trash day the other day, so I went ahead and opened some stuff to fill up the can to get it. Check that out. Little bits of quartz in there. Etched away just enough, maybe. But it is some shiny, clean stuff. See, I can't guarantee that's from who sends those crevice bags out? Big Texas. You got Brad Welch. What's up, buddy? Put that hat back on, Benzo. Well, it's my Carolina Prospectors hat. I don't need it right now. Feeling good. Speaking of feeling good, it's about time for a nip. Who's nipping? I could nip. Yeah, it does look like that buttery. Yeah, them roly-poly pieces aren't fun when they roly-poly out your pan, though. Oh, man. I'll tell you what. Those flat, thin flakes is... Okay, 2 conditions. If you got flat, thin flakes and heavy black sand that that sits hard. I don't know what that means. Sits hard, it sits that that flake is sometimes hard to get to the bottom of the pan. That's what I'm saying. That's why the circle, I used it when I was younger and I got away from it, and now I'm back to where that swirl motion with the pan is the best way for that flat piece of gold to get a chance to fall below that rock. And there's different methods methods you can use, but I've gone away from it and I've come back to it, and you can't stop that. That's when I'm panning wild pans, the first 1 to 5 dips, I'm just removing mud and organics. If it's going to be a good pan, hard to pan stuff, and then I'm panning pretty conservatively, but you're doing a lot of a circle motion, making sure the gold's down for the first minute or two you're panning, and you're not washing anything out. Once I'm confident gave everything a good chance to get to the bottom, and the clay's starting to break down and it's not so dense anymore, that's when I start washing out. Because wild panning is different from this stuff here, because this stuff's already clean. It's already super easy. I got on a pan the other day, and I think it was a 25-minute pan. I think it really was, because and 10 or 12 of that was the classifier, because I pulled up some of that stuff from the bottom. Had a big rock and it was capped, and half of the cap was like that hardened creek stuff with it. It's not going to break out. I take another rock and I scrape it off, break it down a little bit, but the other half of the rock and the other side was this big lump of perfect gray clay, just speckled with the small gravel, the stuff that you like to see. And I took my time scraping that off, and there was even like golf ball size rocks stuck in that clay. And I just love it when that happens, because for one, it's easier to break down, because that big lump ain't clay. It's a big rock you can clean off and get out of the way. There's BenzoGold. What's happening, man? I'm just ranting about a good pan of gold, breaking down some clay and panning, taking forever to get down to the bottom. But I tell you what, you have to out there where I go. You can't. You'll see in the video, I was straight processing through my sluice, but I knew that was just flood wash, and I was just getting it out of the way. And you saw I was recovering enough gold. You'll see I was recovering enough gold to do that. But when I got to some denser, heavier stuff, I was putting it off to the side. That's my new little system I'm doing now. Get rid of that overburden faster, just running it through, recovering some gold. You get the good stuff, then when you start breaking it down. But when I go back, I'm thinking I'll have to take a quarter. And boy, I'd love to take a hand dredge, but when I got down, I thought I was going to hit bedrock, and I went bam, bam, bam. And I stood on it, and I did one of those maneuvers. You know what I'm talking about, when you get your shovel there and you stand on it, and it spins you like 45 degrees, and you're just like, whoop, and it slips down into the hole, and you're like, oh, hell. And then you just lean back on it and you kick it out. Well, that happened, and it was not bedrock. It was some crap. We'll see, Chef. We'll see about the weather. We don't know what's happening. It's going to be wicked. It's going to be wicked. But I'm good. I'm ready. What are they calling for now? We'll see. Tap this real quick. Change my location. Nope. Change it again. Hit the wrong button. Whoo! Okay. 93 with 15%. No rain. Oh, damn. Thursday's 86 and Saturday's 85. Friday's 93. Who's PJ? So y'all want to party? Who wants to party? Because we're going to party. Set a drink in here the other day to get it cold. And now my whole, without a cover or anything, like funny little drink. And boy, my whole fridge smells that way now. It wasn't in there that long. I don't know what's going on with that. Let's see if I can find that crevice bag. No, check it out. I found it. But I do enjoy trying new pay dirts from time to time. But I do like making my own pay dirts. Thomas 907 bringing it in with the $2 super chat. Bring it. I love $2 super chats. True, sending it. Yeah, hit that like button. Let's go. Why not? Okay, it's called free. I doubt there'll be any gold in it because it's free. But we'll see. I'll open it up. And there's some rocks in there. But we might get a lucky surprise and find a little bit of gold in there. So let's switch this out. Wrong button. But y'all can hear them click, because I know there's a whole lot of clicking going on. Oh! I spilled the water. Take a look. Ooh. That's weird. Floaties. I don't know. That smells like a barn. Kind of smelled like a barn. There's a lot of mud in that. See that? It's just washing out mud. Good crevice material. Breaking it down. Pretty good sized rocks in there coming up. Some black sand in there. Look at that. What's that? Well, no gold guaranteed. That was hotter than I wanted it to be. Like it was cold, but it went down hot. Like it did. Oh my goodness. What's up, Vendetta Prospecting? What's happening, man? You doing good? You can see him. He's got his chemistry set out there. He's doing lots of cool stuff out in his shed. Shack. Boo! I'm back. Well, that's what happens sometimes. I'm glad to see like 98% of you awesome people hung around. See if I come back, and here I am. Hopefully, we won't get no more flashes tonight, and we'll just be good. Yeah, if you're watching West Oz, you got a good show on hand. You got it right there. Mango Habanero, not yet. It's not yet here. JP Lanzimo with the $2 super chat. Bring it home, star. Bring Vendetta. Pull my quiver out. Pull back. Send it. Boom. Awesome. You guys rock. Really helps the channel. Even just $2. $2 is awesome. They add up and it really helps because you know what? You don't always get paid with YouTube. You got to make so much. And you know, times are tough. I'm restore. No. I'm already there. I don't need restoring. But heck yeah. Let's make my head a little smaller here. So I did throw that link out at one time. I don't know if anybody saw it, but it went by. And we panned that out. We haven't got much in there. Not much at all. Just a little bit of dirt and a little bit of black sand. I could probably get more out of my mix, which my mix is good. I ran a pretty sizable amount just to see how it worked. It left me with a pretty good time. The mics get switched when, let's say, that should be the good mic right there. That should be the good mic. Yes, Grasshopper. Yes, they are. Yes, loose boxes are allowed, and the rule says handheld, so you got to be able to carry it. So they don't want people going down there and building a 20-foot flume. So I suppose that's it, and no machines, things like that. But yeah, NJ says hook it right in my pan. We got a train. Look at that. We got a train coming through. Here's my pack. I'm ready to go. I got everything I need. I can even touch my toes today. Oh, there's that new mix. I only made a half bucket of it. Oh yeah, new mix is serious. And I guess, does anybody else want a brick? I'm gonna have to make a brick and send to Dylan. Does anybody else want a brick? I mean, I'll make you a special brick. If I'm making one, I might as well make two. But I don't have anything set up. That'll be gold. They'd be gold. I mean, like the brick itself be gold. All that patriotic stuff was for the 4th of July. And maybe again next year. Yeah, kill it with the dredge. Dredge will kill it. Boy, that's the bad driver, the one that blows the horn 30 times when it goes through town. Yeah, bricks. Did a bunch of bricks. Did 20 for the Independence Day and stuff like that. Or back before. It started in June. All of them were delivered by the 4th one almost. There was one little hiccup, so I guess it was 21. But I made a couple others that were like gifted and things like that went out. So I guess I made about 23 or 24 because there was the test brick too because I got the new mix. And I do have mix set up and stored right now. So making a brick is just like, it's time to go. Let's make one. I can make one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Brinch has got a one-of-a-kind special one. Yep. I messed up. 3 years of lives and playing games and sending stuff out, and everybody's gotten their stuff. And I finally got my wires crossed on one. I didn't make the best notes, and somebody else got wrenches merchandise. I made it right. I told the person, keep it. Everybody's been super cool about this. It's on me. It's my fault. So I replaced wrench with a better brick. Yeah, more gold and a one-of-a-kind deal too. So once I found out something was wrong, I was on a hunt to figure out what happened. Like looking through receipts and rewatching the show, looking at my notes, trying to figure it out. Where was the mess up? And it just happened somewhere in the packing. At one point in time, something got mixed up, and one package got doubled up, and one package didn't happen. So that happened. So, oh well, I made it right. You got a cool brick. Glad you're happy with it, and thanks for being so cool about it and giving me an opportunity to make it right. Because that's what we want. Make it right. So let's uh-oh. Somebody's got a feeling about their bag, huh? Now, if you got one of the first bricks, one of those was a bonus brick. and they were bigger bricks on top of it. So one of those is probably a gram or pretty dang close to it. And I have no clue where it went. There was 10, and they dispersed to all different parts of the country. And only one person doubled up, and I went to South Carolina. Let's see, I got to pull up YouTube. So I don't want to pin that thing. 25 likes. Awesome. You guys rock. It's a penny. Pinned. Awesome. That was spicy. And well, this thing is just taking forever over here. What's going on? Yeah. I guess the internet ain't fully recovered. There's Mr. Ray Russo. Great to see you, man. Yeah, we're going to have some few people come in here soon enough. We're going to get it going. We're going to turn it up. We did some panning. I got some. Oh, dang. Everything's cut off. Oops, I'm going to cut everything back on. Guess it was that thunderstorm up the road. It went through before the show here. So we got some gold on display right here. There we go. Some chunky gold tonight in the Gold Nugget Man 1 gram pay dirt. Custom high grade pay dirt. They come in the little bottles. They're pretty cool. I guess the amount you get was going to vary. So you're definitely going to get your 1 gram. But I guess on top of that, maybe if you get finer gold, maybe you get more gold. But bigger gold's worth a little bit more, don't you? Don't you think? A little bit. Oh, got some of that known beach sand the other day. Yeah, I heard. I try to make that show every Sunday night, Ray. I don't always chat, but I'm usually in GPS. I'm usually chilling out there on Sunday night. But yeah. But that's some good stuff. I've heard stories about the known beach sand. I've only seen facsimiles in person. Like, some of that sand, but maybe not even necessarily that gold was in it. But I've always heard great things. You got to go out there with a lot of mat. I've heard as much mat as you can run. They got limitations. I heard on how much mat you can run, how many square footage. So everybody's getting real ingenious about, if it's wider, it's shorter. If it's thinner, it's longer. But you got to have a lot of stuff. I've always been interested in going out there and running some beach sands. I've heard you can get multiple grams if you got the right area and the right equipment. Full of garnet sand, black sand, garnet sand. I went to a creek in the mountains one time that was garnet sand creek, and you could get corundums and things like that. But you could get little chips of good garnets too. But pink and red sands. It was more like an almondine garnet, so it wasn't really pinkish. It was kind of looked brownish a little bit, Have a good night, Scott. Hope you sleep well. Hey, MJ. Got Pat. Park Rat Pat. I was over at Pat's Zoom meeting on Wednesday night. If you don't know, Park Rat Pat runs a Zoom meeting on Wednesday nights. And he sits back and chills with friends, and they tell stories and hang out and do fun stuff like that. No, what? No. Don't nobody want one of them. No. Yep. You got to get a picker at least. Yeah, it'd be nice to get a picker out there. I tell you what, it's rare for me to get a picker, but it happens. It happens. You got to get in the right area, and it usually don't come easy. Usually, it's not like, oh, look at this, it's right on top. That don't usually happen. What was that other bag? I had something, but I guess we'll have to find out later. But well, I guess we just can't get her going. All right. Well, next week's a members draw, and and that's it. We'll see y'all next time. Till next time, get in the creek and get that gold. I got some videos coming. I'll be pumping them out, and we'll get some more gold out there. I'm inspired to be out in the creek, and I'm gonna try to be out there. Rain or shine, heat or cold, I don't care anymore. I got to get out there, see what's going on. So, peace, guys. Have a good night.